He said, I'm cooking the pick. Thank you. All right, folks. We're live on YouTube. Ivy, Alex, if you want to alert. All right. Without any further delay, um, let's first start this off with a little message and reminder. And I'm not accusing anybody, and I haven't seen anything, but I am, and this could be from the past. If somebody is new in here, you should expect them to ask what you might perceive as dumbass questions, or not like, oh yeah, I already learned that. But we should never ever be pissy or frustrated with those people who are learning. Obviously, we had a whole conundrum about that in the past. It is what it is, and I do not like. I really am not going to tolerate anybody making any new people feel like this, because the more that they talk, the better it is for everybody, because it's the people who are too nervous to talk, who don't ask questions, who kind of live like, or utilize people who are new to help them verbalize those things. Um, but everybody, right, should remember where they started, because if anybody is being pissy with anybody else, I could probably go look in our DMs or go look at some of your questions when you first got in here and clown you. But the more talking, the better. And so I don't anybody in here, if you're nervous to talk, don't be, because I will virtually slap the crap out of somebody who they will be muted. I won't ban you, but I will mute you on both voice chat and on live trading chat. So you'd have to do Morse code or smoke signals to get in touch with me. So that's it. I just wanted to address that. This is a place for learning for everybody, and I am happy to do that. I'm happy to answer the beginning questions, happy to answer the advanced ones, because I'm teaching everybody. All right, cool. We're done there. Now, moving forward, rip ass day. So yesterday or Sunday, if you recall, we talked about the tension that we were building up and some of these levels that we consider to be bearish. If broken, right? Levels like that 689 or the punch back here, or especially on the 24-hour, this collar over here, right? And yesterday we were able to close outside of it. Today, we were able to expand right through it. So looking at the market going into tomorrow, I don't know. I'm not going to trade it. I would assume that you can use your Fibonacci, or you can aim for psychological numbers. You can draw a channel to take a picnic in the park, but it is in all-time highs and no longer my problem. With that being said, if you are planning on any sort of speculative short, you want to see empty space, check, right? And one of the first and most obvious levels of retest would be right at 691, which is still bullish, right? Oh, I actually lied. I'm a liar. Lies. So I would actually look at 691.50, right? Because your previous rejection points serve as your floors. And we want to hold on to that. If that is released because of the empty space underneath us, it would be right around that 691, 690.85 that we would see a retest. Losing that would be far more detrimental, considering that's where we typically shit the bed. And knowing that we have empty space in here, am I predicting anything? No, I'm just giving you a blueprint so that you can react accordingly. All right, bye-bye. QQQ. It'd be funny if I just left. Now, the same fucking thing applies. Sorry, I got a little heated right there. Got a little lost in the sauce. But I'm a little triggered because, by God, QQQ, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we push past this. But now we really have to start looking at a squeeze out, right? And it's still 624.65. So that's what we need to break going into the future. But this already, just being able to reclaim after losing, retesting, pulling yourself back up, that that level to be exact, the 618 level, that is where we start to push sellers up and out of the way. The first and most logical target here, we have the wicks outside of that 624.50. One thing that's tough is obviously sometimes when you're taking something and it's approaching a resistance, you can expect a pullback. So you should probably listen to this. If I was to take the cues right now, would I take it aiming for this for tomorrow? You could. It would be really risky because we expect, like if you were to gap up to this, the first immediate move would be down, retest, and then you might have your shot. So knowing that you have a resistance up in front of you is knowing that you need to have a expiration. Rob, what are you, a terrorist now, dude? What do you just, yesterday, dropped that comment, today, up or down? That's crazy, man. What's happening to you over there, man? Oh my God. Ivy, you got to put the Filipino flag on his chest and give him a shield. He said, good, just crazy? All right, good. Me too, man. This is our assistant and hero, Alex. That's not what I was expecting. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like he's going to help usher me into the spirit world, but that's anyway. All right, so we have a 4-hour candle close. Outside of that, lower time frame, we did reject, we did pull back, we did fill our empty space. So far, so good. Obviously, just be aware of the 622.16 area. All right, reel it in, live trading. I'm sorry, I derailed everybody. All right, IWM. I don't know if anybody is already in this. If you're not, you should be, or you should have already gotten in. We had a perfect entry. I had to do this from my phone, above 650, 370. If I know that I didn't say anything about it, I'm not going to fucking gloat about it. But I ended up trimming at 255. And now we have nothing but empty space all the way to 257. I kind of hope that it gaps down or gaps all the fucking way, excuse my language, all the way up and gives us a nice short play down to 255. Did anybody take IWM? I'm sorry, I wasn't able to mention anything, but it was pretty delicious. I did not put the chat up there. Is this Potter from TikTok? Yes, this is Harry Potter from TikTok. Potter Stocks. Huh? Somebody's mic is open. All right. So 24-hour candle close on IWM. Again, I have not, you can either A, start looking towards all-time highs, rivaling SPY. IWM has a overhead target of 257 on the 24-hour time frame. So I think this is going to, man, that empty space underneath us will create some real opportunities, real fucking, oh my God, I just got the heebie-jeebies. Look at all that juice. This is a oven-baked chicken breast, and you're on a carnivore diet. It's everything. But not yet. It's still hot. All right. Moving on. Sorry, I'm really sorry. Too much espresso. Way too much. Got to calm down. Celsius is up in there. It's all up in there. Not really close to any sort of real target. We have $50 directly up above us, so we're looking for a dollar move potentially tomorrow. I like it. You like it. Looks good. As far as the candle close in the build, I really like it. This provides us with a no-go. So anything underneath 48.50 is a possible break underneath 48, which is our warning sign for a pullback. So I'm hoping for a strong move overnight, possibly. All right. Oh, beautiful, Bobby. Oh my God. All right, hold on one second. We're gonna lower my desk. Yeah, XYZ is nice. We're gonna go over that in just a momento. Un momento. Damn, sucks how many people don't know that I'm on YouTube. All right. Yeah, if you guys have any requests, you can go ahead and start dropping them now. Remember, give me a direction at minimum, but please make sure if you can post your chart. I can help. All right, so let's go over a couple more and then we'll move on. All right, so first one right here, we got already over to our left. Keep an eye on IWM. Absolutely redonkulous, dude, how this fucking stock moves. So we just talked about this a little bit earlier. Target has had a great move. Now, as we talked about, it is hit resistance at 104.87, and it is pulling back ever so slightly. Underneath us, we have a decent build at 103.96. We're going to hope that it utilizes that or here at 103 to retest and build. If right now, if you're still in, looks good. But gauging by the response here, it looks as if, yeah, so maybe a 104.27, but this is going to be that main stay above. Look at that beautiful little structure right there. So now, WTF. Did anybody hang on to this at all? PDD? I didn't even notice it. I wasn't looking at my P&L, but yeah, I was actually, did anybody? Because I definitely talked about PDD being kind of a speculative trade. Got the January 9th 122 calls. If you got those reached up into the 300%, they're sitting about 267%. I'm going to hang on to this one. It did slap a overhead target on the 24-hour time frame, but with the empty space up above it, I'm going to see what I can get out of it, out of these runners. So that was pretty sick. I might just go ahead and sell a few more here. So here you can have 6 of them. All right. So hard to sell it for stocks compared to indices. It can be, but if you have tight spreads and good volume, it shouldn't be an issue. All right, XYZ doing its thing. Good job, guys. We're doing the empty space stuff. So if you're in XYZ, it's better not to talk. It's better just to let it do. So let's do that. $70 is psychological. You can trim there tomorrow if we get there, which I suspect we might. So looking good on that side. All right, Lulu, which pulled itself up out of the depths and is sitting right up against that wall, not really flashing any sort of like major signals, but the fact that we popped up against sellers and we got a nice candle close outside of the tension, got to be bullish on this one. Looking for a gap up or overnight push to 216.50, quick gap fill, and then hopefully we can head towards the imbalance here at 221.33. Trying to do this quick. Jamia stayed up. Jamia. And on the weekly, again, we're out. Hoping to stay out, hoping to move straight up into the $15 mark above us and obviously beyond into the 17 area. It is, I think, appropriate to mention that this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I skipped one because it's a big rip, but 16 weeks of sideways price action to finally break out. So a little pullback. I'm taking my chances. Oh, you did? Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. All right. Anything? Let's see. Interest. You guys want to talk about some contract pumpage? This thing, oh god, there goes my toes again. Damn it, there's another pair of shoes. Uh, oh man, fucking, I can't handle it, dude. It's just so tense. The tension. Um, I mean, adding to it, everything I said today is true, except for we got a green candle now engulfing yesterday's candle. I think it's waiting, just like we are, for whatever news or confirmation, if anything. But I'm excited about the, oh my God, IWM. Jesus Christ, baby. Thank you. Fuck yeah. Pay for Peyton's fucking Target trip. Alrighty. Yeah, that's what I wanted to go over Netflix really quickly. It hasn't really confirmed anything, but I think tomorrow we might be able to get a swing or a trade. This is higher risk, probably for bigger accounts. Um, it's not that I want the floor. I don't. I don't. I don't care about it. But tomorrow, and I suspect, yeah, this might be the place to get in. For me, a lower time frame has a pretty decent stop loss, preferably, and this is what I'd like tomorrow to be. I'm watching here as we get towards the end of the day, but my preference would be back down and then back up. And I see on the 24-hour two red candles struggling to make new lows. So is this a Potter box? Is this a 24-hour setup? No. So a lot of you guys shouldn't even concern yourself with it. Via the overhead pressure down, any sort of move back up or floor rate reclamation, and we're looking at a pretty sizable move back up. And it has, I think, the makings of greatness up to 100. So, lift, little torture chamber here. Yeah, it is sitting flat, and it is no candle close outside of $20. That is what is needed in order for us to reach up. We have a first overhead target on 24-hour right here on this wick and candle close at 2058. And what we're looking for is obviously a pop straight up into that empty space. This is the fourth, fifth, I mean, you can almost call it the sixth time that you've sat on this floor. And so either the volume is dried out, and we'll find out here tomorrow with the empty space underneath us. And yeah, if you are in lift, you had better have a solid stop, because once this thing breaks underneath this box here, there is nothing to hold you at all. And that could be our ticket to the downside. And be ready to flip the script if that's what you want, right? Potentially down into the 18s and, maybe even 17, 15 area. I don't ask you. Okay. All right. If you have anything you want me to take a look at, let's go ahead and check it out right now. Microsoft up to 480, maybe 485, 2 weeks expiration. Yes. 24-hour, yes. Yes. Yeah. 183.26, maybe retest tomorrow. 475.50 would be my tolerance there. Looks good. Yep. You already know. Yep. Hmm. Oh, I need water. All right. The weekly candle looks excellent. The weekly candle is approaching this overhead resistance here at 1867. It looks like it has tapped it. That translates to the 24-hour, basically the same way. The fact that you hit it, drew back, and then bounced in just to push it back again does make this a little bit more bullish. Okay, 1785. Okay, so tomorrow's goal, because we don't have a box or anything up above us, 1965. It's just a range, but I think breaking the median on that one set you up for that longer break if that's what you're looking for. Yeah, clearly the weekly setup is great, especially if you get a can. And obviously, this Friday is when we'll get confirmation on that candle. I don't want to talk about it, dude. What a mad. I mean, today's candle holding there definitely could set you up. But what did happen? Yeah, I thought so. So, uh, okay. So today's high, and I got to see how this translates to. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. So it's tough call on that one. Tough call because you did hit the floor, and as we speak, you're falling. So that gives you time, but if you were to lose 19 or 192.60, you probably looking down more. So I think with this one, it's again read and react. You've got a little fit. You do have empty space up there, so that's confirmation that when price does retrace. So I would watch this tomorrow if you can be bullish, right? Something like that. And that would set you up to go fill up all the way into the 198.37s, which should trigger the 24-hour time frame to continue moving to the upside. Amazon. Oh, you said down. My bad. I was looking at that shit to the upside. Well, everything I just set up is your stop loss. You need that right there, 192.60. Yes. There is a level or a layer of icing that is speculative on Pinterest, right? We know about the news, which adds a level of risk to it, which takes away from now with the punchback in empty space up above you. That's a 10 out of 10 trade with potential news. I'm gonna risk. I mean, do what you got to do, bro. As long as you fucking stick to your stop loss or sell where you need to sell. If you need a hedge, I mean, I'm not even hedging, to be honest with you. If I wake up and it gaps down $10, I've just got to live with myself for a couple of days. I'll get over it. PLTR. Well, that's wow. So when I say the first green candle to your left, I really mean it. And I really, really, really mean it. Listen, this is going to be tough for me because we're lacking a ton of structure. Um, and I know, here's what I know. I know that above 180.55, that empty space is liable to get filled. And yes, 193 would be the ticket. I think what really, yeah, this is tough. This is tough analysis. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's tough to because I'm looking over here to my left and I want to know where my floor is. I can typically reuse that. And then this right here on the 4 hour, which is 179.72. So like how would this be easier for me, right? If we had a real box here, I could say, well, and I mean, I guess part of me, I can say this because it still has the floor over here, but I could say that's my floor. Still needs to be held, but then I could trigger a punchback and that'd be a no-brainer. So it's a little sketchy, but it's still, I mean, it's still holding what it needs to hold. So I think translate that down. Yeah, you can see the build. So that is the a floor. It's not a box. It's just a range. So 177, 60, 13 hold. Sorry. Uh, Word. I said this before, and yeah. So I mean, that's a decent little shit stick handle. I mean, it's nothing crazy. But you are looking for a gap fill, I reckon, all the way up to 1868 or 86 and 1120. Wait, did we hit our target for Intel? I sold Intel, my brother. You could refer to Ruben on that one. I don't know if maybe he doesn't have any, but yeah, I made a pretty strict plan with INTC and I stuck to it. That shit played out fire though, man. I'm telling you what. About the one of the only fat W's I've ever had on that stock. Huh. It is 944 and a break over 960 that I would be looking up and out. Now for INTC, and you do have empty space up there, so I would not be listen. If somebody when I see something like this that I know squeezes, okay? So there's a little gem here for you. You can't always measure when, right? But you know if you have something structural near you, like obviously something like this or even the floor, you can aim for those, right? You can take longer expirations, you can buy equity or whatever, however you want to. But the volatility is here. You know what I mean? I think the only thing that kind of irks me is you just didn't get all the way down there, which tells me you better get up over 940. But one day, I actually, yeah, I feel very confident that this will do something like this. Damn, I always love when I do that and it kind of like perfectly lines up. But yeah, I would assume something along the lines of a pop up. And one of the again, one of the factors that kind of leads me to see these things is okay, we got a little pocket of empty space right there, little pocket of empty space right there. Those serve as like areas where momentum picks up, and that's good. Tesla, Carla. What is your profile picture, Carla? Is that Put Pros? Are you guys in there harassing Put Pros? Poor guy. He's getting the same treatment as I do. Good. Maybe I should put my. That's awesome. I'm gonna traumatize that young man. We should send Diddler in there. See if he really has what it takes. uh, man, that's a tough cookie right there. Okay, now I see why you're like that. So you're in between a rock and a hard place, but you have a good play. So without a doubt, we don't have a ton of structure. So maybe a little more building, but regardless, we are looking. There it is, 30-minute. So the 30-minute time frame is where this setup presents itself, I think, the best. I would assume this is probably some sort of maybe baby box on a lower time frame. Aw, look at it. No baby box. What should we name it? Let's name it money, because if you reclaim 436.10, and you might be like, well, Garrett, you're on the 3 minute. Yeah, I am. That's what I need to do, right? 5 minute works too. I could also accept that as a candle close or setup. But that's how I'm solving, because the 30 minute is fine, right? We have a floor, we have the top. And so let's say you're playing, say Tesla does go sideways, pops up, pulls back off of the bottom of that candle, but pulls itself off a wick and starts building right here in between the two things. If it breaks up and you see a 30-minute candle close flat up against that, or it's starting to get towards that time, sheesh, you got it. So now if you're swinging, you need to know where you need to get out, right? And I don't know where you got in, but I do know that you just bounced off this box, which is good. And that means that obviously that is your low that has to be held. Now over to our left, what you're fighting with now is the previous top. You got a little pocket of empty space right there to 433.86, and if that is broken, should be a clear flight all the way to 436.20. But these are need to know things, because as we're moving up on a lower time frame, you can relate that to what that would look like on a higher time frame, or just be looking. I found Potter from Put Bros. Awesome. Yeah, sometimes it's the other way around. Some people find Put Bros through me or TTI. I don't really refer to anybody else. Righty then. D-Nut speculatively. What is this? The ghost of Cade Past? No, I'm just joking. No shit. So I actually, somewhere deep in the, did I sell D-Nut? I did sell D-Nut. Why did I sell D-Nut? I had a reason. Fuck, that looks good. Oh man, the hot and ready sign is on. So am I. Oh, all right, 4 hours. Yeah, so you're holding the full fuck. All right. Damn it. My God, dude. Which platform am I reading the chat from? My Discord. But yeah, also, I rightfully so. The Discord, I prioritize requests from the Discord. If you paid for the Discord, you would, I'm sure, hope that that was true for you as well. So I prioritize them first. I sprinkle in requests from there, and then once I get done, typically, which doesn't take too long, I do everybody else's. So hold on one second, guys. I'm mixing up the batter right now. You know what I'm saying? Go look at Gold's. Oh, never mind. Not Gold. D Nuts order book. I was saying, never mind. So too late. I do like D Nut. I like D Nut. I mean, what about the options? I mean, I'm looking at 544 for D Nut. Plug walk. 550, 550s. Except there's no volume in the ask. Fucking ridiculous spread. All right. Yeah, if you have not taken the workshop, we do have the workshop available just by itself, and it is cheaper than the other one that includes time in the Discord. All right. It's Tesla. Uber. Is Uber worth adding to the watch list? Yeah, that's going to fill up, just like it did here, which isn't as clean as you'd like it always to be. But yes, Uber should be moving up into that empty space over 85, 85. Candle close. I mean, it definitely looks good right now. I think the fact that it stopped and is sitting right there, fair game. Yeah, don't let me forget about that one. I'm going to send an alert. Dude, don't. That stock is. I swear to God, this is one of the one of those stocks where it just like you really do just hold, I guess. It's a crazy chart. It is a crazy chart. Because what about this? I mean, you get that candle right there. I mean, I'll be honest with you. That candle right there, I'm thinking range or pullback. I'm not, you know what I mean? The only other way that you could have spotted this is the fact that it left. But I mean, what does that say? In fact, that could be even a stronger case for chop. And you did pause right there, but whatever the fuck Micron's doing, dude, they're front running this shirt. Yeah, I don't even know if there's news on it. I might start reading the news when I hop on live at the end of the day or in the morning. Not as like a fundamental thing, but just as like awareness of what other people are thinking about. Yeah, it's the odd ones. Memory. Mm, yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. That already hit the target, by the way, on snow. Nah, beautiful. Great job. All right. What's up? It's 3:50. We got 10 minutes. Hi, baby girl. Wow, yeah, it is not moving. What? I can't see, baby. My daughter's saying hello to me through my window. Yeah. My gut just told me to take something. I mean, yeah, now with some things, Elf, by the way, I don't know if anybody's an Elf, but Elf looking like it wants to launch. It's got a nice build here. Nice I have over 32,000 of equity in Elf. I will be beautiful at the end of this. Dude, I'm gonna go to Elf. I'm gonna go to the Ulta. I'm gonna buy makeup for every lady in here. One mascara for everybody. And for shit, probably has way too much. You should go to Elf and your Rivian. Yeah, straight up. I manifested these. All right. What else do we got? Anything else? Miss anything on the Discord? Gold gap fill up? I mean, yes, I guess. I know that's not what you're looking for, but like, yeah, the candle is above sells at 410. It's got 414 and yes, the 41665 gap fill with this candle close right here. Dude, it's hard to tell on gold, man. Oh, I thought you were just making tickers up, John. Sorry. John, so silly. I watched that Alabama game, dude, with my father-in-law. We were bonding. Sorry about that. You know what surprised me? And I'll keep this short. I watched college football, basically from like 15, I mean, fucking 12 to as much as I could. I was a fan of football for the longest time, played football. And Indiana was like always that fucking team that like you just don't, I mean, it's almost like Vanderbilt. You know what I mean? Like maybe once in a while they upset some random team, but like they're just kind of in the background. But when I saw Indiana's ranked as fucking number one, undefeated, I was like, what in God? And then they're just beating up on Alabama. I was like, dude, who the fuck? I guess, man. All right. Anyway, well, you know who's tough? Kim Jong Un. 3618 is the first immediate target. I see a nice little pocket of empty space up here, which might allow. I see kind of a channel set up here, so that's. I mean, I would just play this like what it looks like. It looks like a channel. So, hmm, go for it. That looks good. One, two, three. The last time I did it like that, it did kind of build. So maybe a little good exploration there. If this was candle close up against or outside of $9, could probably take a shorter expiration on that one. So XYZ's fine as far as I can tell. Yeah, look at us. Look at us. Holy shit. Look at us. Holy shit. Thanks for reminding me. 5 minutes. Oh, we're about to hit target. I mean, a target. Plug walk. 70, and then tomorrow is 7140, hopefully. Yeah, what's up? I have X AOX and yeah. Hold on. Okay. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I'm looking at the setup and there's nothing that's saying right now, but I feel like with everything else like running, I don't know, man. That gap up there, I'm thinking about just buying some, put $1,000 into it and let it sit with a good expiration. Just give me a second, I'll update you on what I see on that one. So there's virtually nothing for me to go off of on this one other than the target overhead. You've broken over this 16 or 610. I would be looking at 650, which is kind of ridiculous. Let's see. Hold on 1 hour. Okay, so it does look like there's a pullback incoming. I see a retest level. Yeah, the wick right here at 617. So if you go into tomorrow and this pulls back, but you still have, yeah, you still have a target up above. All right, hold on 1 second. Doesn't it look like it's gonna have new? I don't know. Maybe I'm something in my head just I don't like clicked immediately. I was like, oh shit, I need to fucking maybe. I mean, maybe that's why they're set up like that. I don't know, dude. I mean, my aunt got married when she was going through a lawsuit. He loved her, so I mean, it does. It does. Yeah, I'm looking at all-time highs. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And hold on 1 second. Oh my God, I've used too much of that today. Lulu. I'm up. I just climbed up on Lulu here. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm doing money spreads right now. Fuck off, dude. Holy shit, man. It just doesn't stop. It's about to overnight go and hit 257. That's not. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I sold it all. Can't can't deal with after 3:30 here. Gonna get fucking fried. She's wild. Yeah. I don't know, man. You do not want to gap up to the top. We'll have a red candle right there tomorrow. Yeah, I am. You said AMED is Viagra? Well, yeah, but me getting into this would be taking Viagra after everybody's left, you know, after when my house is empty. And that just doesn't make sense. Sounds like something Diddler would do, but not me. Yeah, you definitely. Hopefully, you traded that, and you're just mentioning it because you got money. That's amazing. Amazon down. We're about to ding dong. Oh shit, my bad. Shit, Nemo, yell at me if you need to. Sorry, dude. No, it's not, and obviously, for our cost basis, brother, I don't see anything. I mean, I see a pocket of empty space. I see 107 right there. I think tomorrow 105.92 will really be the only thing. I mean, it's the only thing I see. Yeah, yeah, AVGO gonna run like that. All right, there it is. I hope you're happy.
You know what, it's interesting. Say, uh, ALK, it's got earnings in 2 weeks.
Yeah, when do we pick up on earnings again?
And,
3D Systems is curling back up. What was the ticker on that one? Sorry.
ALK,
That's right. Oops. Not on earnings. Doesn't look like. But after earnings, absolutely. The fact that you're chopping, even better. That might be an after earnings play. Jesus Christ, Baba looks bearish as fuck. I did not see that. Yeah, I know. We didn't talk about that one. Yeah, DK&G stopped me out on 30. I wasn't able to get out at 35.86, so I ended up taking a little bit more of a loss, but 35.50 ended up being that. All right, it's over with. So I truly believe that DK&G, and with today's fall, it could be very easy to engulf this candle, but I do really think that it needs some sort of fucking news event. I mean, this just, or maybe even earnings, which, isn't that far away. So, all right. Gonna take a look at OPTT, Ocean Power Technology. I never been on. Kaboom. Kaboom. I'm trying to give you good analysis, but this chart is this is murky dog water, dude. I mean, it's a floor. Yeah. So I mean, we'll just focus on the basic bacon. 45 cents. We have a floor of 48.98, and then a cost basis of 58.84. This is a great candle close or a great candle right now, but I think a candle open above 45 cents would put you in a better position. Now, if this does get volatility, there is some empty space up yonder all the way to 79 cents. So, I mean, time and place that could work out pretty well. All right, guys. That was a wild day. Honestly, it happened so fast and all over the place. It was kind of hard to react, but um, I saw the gains page. My first options gain. We did it. I didn't realize that was. Oh, nice job, Pinterest and Jamia. That's funny too, because Pinterest hasn't done shit yet. Um, AMAT 1200% on AMAT. Jesus, Lord have mercy. Good job, dude. 8 cents to 80 cents is kind of redonkulous. Got greedy and hung on longer than I should. Was over 100% at one point. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, as long as there's empty space up above you, brother, and you're building, there's targets to hit. I mean, today was one of those days where I had a hard time selling all of it because I knew there was more up above us. And I was like, every time I think that IWM can't, it does. You know what stock I'm sitting in right now, equity wise, that I'm waiting on too, and it's actually, I mean, it's not, doesn't look crazy, but Roku is building, at least for now. Today was a decent little, I don't like the fact that it left a fucking gap down there, but I've got equity in this one. It's sitting right on the top of the like lip of this bucket here at 105.60. So I almost shorted. Didn't they have earnings the other day? Wow, that did rip. That was a punch back over 182. You know, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that somebody will see that and be like, "Should I get in?" Oh my God, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good day. Yeah, what's up, dude? Yeah, he's sad. No, I'm just kidding. No, you just got to turn him up, man. Turn your boy up. I mean, that is clear as day, right? The play basically is. Does it help when I do this? I don't know. So like a can. It's just a red. I make it go away too. Make it thin. But yeah, I mean, the play would be, I mean, just a candle close there. So the problem, or yeah, there it is. There it is, right there. Unfortunately, with the pullback, let's see. Okay, so this can come back up. This can absolutely come back up. I would, it's on the 5 minute, unfortunately, but box right there. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, look at that. So we can, through that, say that if that's able to be reclaimed, then we can expect big things, decent things. I mean, dude, look at all of that up there. I mean, longer expiration contracts, Bitcoin recovery, and that'd be a big play. So, all right, guys, you all have a great day. I hope you guys made some money. We're able to scarf something out of the market today. It was pretty good. Um, I'll see you guys tomorrow early 8:30. If you guys have any gains or anything to throw in the chat, do that. But I'll see you guys in the morning. Peace.